Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Haritha and my kunya is Salim. Welcome to my channel. Um, dear sisters, and maybe men too, like anyone basically that's ever been through divorce, uh, it can be quite tempting to know what's up with the other person or what's up in the other person's life because it's just human to be curious. Is he doing well? Is she doing fine? Is she getting on with life? Has he moved on? Has she found someone else and all of those? So I may just be using she, he, but basically anyone who has been through a divorce before. And I am human enough to understand that you may just be interested in that, especially if you had stayed together for years and if you both had children, within the time it's lasted. So yeah, the time, the years, there is connection that has been built deep. This person somehow became a part of you. You also became somehow a part of them. So maybe due to whatever reason you had to go your separate ways now, it's just there sometimes, especially in the beginning, to want to know what's up with this person. Well, like I said, depend on the years and sometimes the cause of the divorce. Particularly in situations where a man or a woman had begged the partner for years to make amends regarding certain things, and it just wasn't forthcoming, and at the end of the day, they had to go their separate ways. Specifically now, if it had to do with extramarital affair, this is more, I think, on the sister side now. Like, if you left because, the man could not stay loyal, to the marriage, whatever he had as a marriage, whether monogamy or polygyny, whatever he had as a marriage, he couldn't stay loyal to it. And after forth and back, and maybe some other things, you had to pack your bags and leave. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're hurt, you left, but one thing is, no matter how much you're hurt and you leave a marriage, you still would feel pain because at the very end of the day, no one entered into any marriage with the plan to take an exit in a year, in 2 months' time, in 5 years, 20, 10 years. Everyone entered hoping it would be a forever thingy, but then life happens. Qadar law, and some of these things have had to happen. So while I recognize you being human, I really want to draw our attention to something. And this is the belief that because you were the wronged one, the other person is going to struggle in their next marriages. It's not always the case. Dunya is not rice and beans. It's not white and black. We have gray areas. We have, dark gray areas, light gray areas, and all of that in between. So you may have been the victim in your marriage. You may have been the one who gave the best, who was everything in that marriage, yet the other person was just a gigolo, The person was just whatever they were. And due to the lack of effort and their persistence in dishing out what wasn't healthy for the union, the marriage came crashing. So it's also kind of human to think, oh, this person lost me now. When he moves into his next marriage, or when he gets married to another person, he'll then understand how amazing I am and how I'm just not replaceable, and how and sometimes maybe unconsciously you're even somehow wishing that they get it wrong. Just say they realize the mistake and the hurt they caused you and the role they played in breaking down the home. But it's not always the case. Subhanallah. I mean, we wish, but it's not always the case. Your ex pest could be the next best. Not for you now, another person. And you know what's even funny? And maybe a little painful too, because it's funny now, but it's painful when it's playing out in reality. Is the fact that the person whom they may even give their best, their effort, the best shot they've got as a human, sometimes is nothing close to the amazing human being you were. But now this person is there, you're even thinking, oh, so the person they ended up with is only a matter of a month, a year, 5 years, and then they'll be done for because this person is not my ex person. So you just feel it's not going to work, it can't go, it can't fly. And to your shock and to your surprise, it will work so beautifully. And sometimes, yes, I recognize the part of pretense. I think people do this a lot, just pretend to be cool just so that your ex does not say, oh, it don't happen again. But there are cases where they really are happy with their new partners. And some this could also make you, if this was your plan or something you were looking forward to, this could also even hurt you and start making you question yourself and maybe even allow sometimes that really this person did all this to me and they're still getting it right in life. They've moved on, they are fine, they're doing well, they're achieving amazing things. And sometimes it's the same you who gave your best, who was everything, the best you could be, that will still now go on again to not even get so many things right. And then you just feel like, is God against me now? Hey, yeah, so basically, it's not, it's not human. It's not we human decreeing these matters. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that decrees these matters. And in His infinite knowledge, He decrees it as He deems best for us. So you might be thinking, oh, really? So after everything, but then that is exactly how Allah wants it to play out. Don't doubt yourself. Don't think, oh, maybe I was terrible. Maybe, oh, Allah has forgotten me. Maybe Allah does not care about me. If not, why will He give my oppressor, the upper hand over me? Grant him success, and here I am struggling and he's moving on or she is moving on with life like nothing happened. It doesn't make you a bad person or it doesn't make you any less of the one who was patient or who gave your best. It's just as Allah has willed it. And it's difficult to actually sometimes bear. Yeah, you accept it, but it's difficult to bear because again, you're human and it's very okay to be human. But I would advocate and advise that when divorce happens, focus more on making dua for yourself, making drawing plan and making expectations, for yourselves, building on your hopes for what you wish to achieve and how you wish to move on from all of that. In contrast to, oh, this is what I want for this person, whether you voice it out or not. This is because whether you voice it out or not, if you somehow have it there very strongly that I want this person to move on, test another woman or test another man and see how amazing I was. I did my best, and if eventually your ex is another person's best, it's going to hurt you. It will hurt you because you're human again, of course. So, when there are a lot of things when it comes to divorce, I would say, oh, I discourage this. I mean, you shouldn't do this. But this particular one I said to mention, it's not always going to play out as you thought or hope, or maybe even pray for, just for him to learn or for her to learn. Because Allah, in His infinite mercy, like I said earlier, decrees matter as He deems fit and as He deems best for us, even though we don't always understand it at that moment, in that instance. And it could also be that that will be the case to the very end of that person's life. But do not lose hope. Do not lose hope, really, because that's why sometimes I really fear for people who believe that there is no judgment day. Because do you really think that we'll come to this dunya, this worldly life where a lot of us have oppressed one another, we have caused one another so much harm? Most of this harm could not even be, avenged, could not even be rectified. Justice was never gotten, and you think, oh, we just die and that's the end. Of course, la 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 la. So there is that day where everyone will pay in full for what they brought forth with their hands and all parts of their being. So don't have it in mind that this is going to be, oh, some people will even be like, I know him, he's this kind of person. No woman is going to tolerate it. You'll be amazed that it's not as if another woman came into his life to tolerate it, because no woman really can. But then this person gets into that next marriage and is a better person. He is everything you have wanted him to be or wanted her to be, and she never was, or he never was, to the next person. So that other person, should they even know that, oh, this person's ex has these things to say about him or about her, they would be like, maybe she's a liar. He's a liar, or maybe it didn't work for them, and then they came up with stories because this person is amazing. This person is the total opposite of whatever he's been made out or she's been made out to be. But no one is lying in this situation. I just would say don't judge, because you may have somebody's ex as your best, but you didn't know who they were in their previous marriages, right? So don't judge and don't feel too comfortable to say, oh, I know him better and he this. This is who he is or she is to you in the marriage. You don't know who they were in their previous marriages. So I will still say again, do not focus on, oh, what should be the kind of consequences you're hoping that he or she would get in their next marriages, because that might not play out and that could hurt you real bad. May Allah ease our affairs. Anyone who has gone through or going through divorce, may Allah ease it for you. There's so many doubts, so many, oh, what if, so many, and all of that, like, why me? Especially if you had given your utmost best. But Qadar Allah, right? I wish you the best, and I pray for ease, that divine ease, such that we'll go through challenging times, and people might even be the one really pitying us, but we are able to bear it better because Allah has made it easy. For indeed, nothing is easy except what Allah makes easy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.